What's up, beautiful people? I just want to go briefly talk about a particular yarn brand that I like to use, and just tell you some of the pros and cons with this particular brand of yarn. And I have my little notes right here. The brand of yarn that I use is the Caron Simply Soft. Now, this is the summertime, and if you live where I live in Florida, I know most people won't wear yarn braids during the summertime because it's so extremely hot, and it also feels like you have wool on your head. But I'm gonna explain to you guys the reason why I like to use the yarn braids and why it's okay to use this particular brand in the summertime. Number one, Caron Soft, I have my little notes right here. It's very, very light. It's so light on your head. It's easy on your fingers when you're braiding. It dries a whole lot faster than the Big Heart. I think that's the other brand that everybody uses is the Big Heart brand. But anyway, it's so much lighter on your head than the Big Heart. The Big Heart, it feels very heavy, especially after you wash your hair and it's really wet, soaking wet. It's super heavy. With this particular brand, it's not as heavy as the Big Heart. It dries a little bit faster than the Big Heart, but it still is a little bit heavy though, but not as heavy as the Big Heart. Let's see. I don't really have to burn the ends of this particular brand. When I do burn it, I mean, you can burn the ends, but some of them are burned. But I noticed that with this particular brand, it's not necessary to burn it. All you need to do is just tie it off in a knot and dip it in hot water, and it comes out looking like this. And it stays looking like this. It doesn't fray or anything like that. So that's how my ends look right here. Some of them is burned and some of them is not burned, but you really don't necessarily have to burn the ends. With the Big Heart, when you don't burn the ends and you decide to just tie it off and dip it in hot water, no, it doesn't look like this at the end. It starts fraying. It looks more realistic after a couple of months. It looks more realistic. It looks more like your own natural hair, and if you want to mimic the locks, it looks more like locks than the big yarn, the Big Heart yarn. The Big Heart yarn, when you wear it, it does look like your natural hair, and it does mimic locks. But if you get up close, it looks more like you have some type of cotton or yarn in your hair. This one, it looks more realistic. The only con about this particular brand is the price. The price is $4 and some change versus the Big Heart. The Big Heart is like maybe $1 and some change. Another con is that the bundle is small, so you will have to buy at least 2 or 3 bundles to get a full head of braids on your head versus the Big Heart. All you need is like 1 bundle. Again, another con for this is that it's not as thick as the Big Heart. The yarn itself is pretty much thin and small. I have an example. This is the Big Heart, and this is the Caron. So you can see the difference in the thickness. The bottom piece is the Big Heart and the top piece is the Caron. As you can see, the frizziness, I don't know if it's on focus. Let me focus it. Okay. The bottom part is the Red Heart and the top part is the Caron. The Caron one is a little bit more frizzy than the Big Heart. The Caron is thinner, yes, but it looks a little bit more realistic when it comes to your natural hair because it does frizz up like your own real natural hair versus the Big Heart. The Big Heart, it looks more, you can see more of the fiber and you can see where it looks actually like a yarn versus the Caron. and it's very soft. As you can, I can't even describe the softness versus this roughness down here at the bottom. The big heart is very rough. So yeah, this is the reason why I like it. Oh, and another thing about the Caron heart, it's awesome for the summer. Very, very awesome for the summer. Like I said, it is the summertime right now, and I have it in my hair, and I'm not hot with it. I mean, if I had regular synthetic braids in my hair, I would still be hot with it regardless. But this is good for the summer. If you decide that you want to get yarn braids for the summer, and you're thinking, oh man, it's gonna be too hot to wear yarn braids, get the Caron Simply Soft. The Caron Simply Soft is a good brand to use. And let me just show the first video, me installing the braids. I didn't really give you a good length of how it looks, but I'm going to show you how it looks up close. And it's very full. It gives you, this is 2 bundles. The bundles are small, like I said. This is 2 bundles of the yarn. So it's still a little tight. This is how long I hope you guys can see. This is how long the braids are. And this is how long it is in the front. So it just reaches right here, and I didn't want it any longer than that. So yeah, so I just want to talk briefly about this brand of yarn, and still have my little grays around the front. Gonna color that when I am done with the set of yarn. So yeah guys, so that's it. I mean, you can still do styles with this like you do with the big heart. You can still do barrel curls, you can roll a set, you can do all kind of stuff with the yarn with the other brand as well. So alright guys, so take care, peace.